Hello everyone and welcome back to another video of Getyn CRM. In this video, we will be looking at two modules of Getyn CRM, which are the contacts module and the accounts module. So let's just dive in and see what these module has to offer. So currently we are looking at the interface of the contacts module, and contact module is basically designed to manage the individual relationship with the customers, and the customers could be a corporate customers or a self-employed customers. So what you will be actually doing here is creating the contact in terms of individual customers, but you could provide the company information as well if you have that. So let's just see what all features this contact module has to offer. So in the right corner, you get the button to create a new contact. So if you click on it, a pop-up window would appear having some columns which need to be filled out. So the first subsection is of the basic information. You need to provide the name of the customers, the appropriate email address, phone numbers, and if you have, you could provide the alternate phone number and the LinkedIn profile as well. The next subsection is of the company information. So as I mentioned, if the customer is related to a company, you could map that company with the customers. So the company could be mapped in terms of account. So I will be talking about this in this video only. Then you have this job title column. So you could provide the title of the customers, the department to which the customer is related, and then you can add a small note as well. The last subsection is of the contact type and the text. So you could feed contact types according to your customer, like in terms of customers that you deal with. So currently, I have fed some dummy contact type, which are the decision maker, influencer, user, and companion. So accordingly, you could feed the contact type as well from the settings of the Getyn CRM. Then the last column is of the tags, so you could provide the tags as well. So if I just give you a small example, if I feed the data like Max and just click on the create contact, so a new contact with the name Max has been created. So it is that simple how to add a new contact and get in CRM. Now let us quickly see the other aspects of the contact module. So you could see some summary cards which provides you the quick overview of the contacts module. So the first summary card is of the total contacts, which are currently 5. Then we have the contacts with accounts, like which are related to some company, so which are currently 2. Then we have the on the basis of the type of contact that we have fed while creating the contact. So that is the decision maker, which are currently 0, and recently added customers, like in the last 7 days, which are currently 3. Below these summary cards, you get a search bar as well. So you could search the contacts. If you have a large volume of contacts, you could search by their names from the search bar. Then you could also filter out the contacts what I like currently it is showing all contacts, but you could filter out on the basis of the company to which they are related to. So if I click on the global wellness, there is only one contact which is mapped to this company. So that is how it works. So this was all about the contacts module. Let us quickly dive into the accounts module of the Getyn CRM as well. So this is the interface of the accounts module, and similar to that, accounts module is to manage the company relationship. So what you will be basically doing is feeding individual companies as accounts into the Getyn CRM. And similar to the contacts, the interface is similar to that. So you get a create account button in the same right corner. From that, you could feed the account name, which is the company name, the industry type to which the company is related. Then you could provide the website, phone number, and the appropriate email address as well. Then you could provide the extra company details like the company size, annual revenue, if you get to know that. Then you could provide the location in terms of country, state, and city, complete address, and any note that you need to provide. You could also add it here. Then you have this section of the tags and segmentation. So you could provide the tags to the company, the region to which they belong to, and you could provide the market segment as well. So that is how it is very much similar to how you add a new contact in this year. And let us quickly look at the summary cards. So the first summary card is of the total accounts, then the active accounts, total deals. So this is the summary card which represents like the accounts with which you are in a deal currently. Then you also have the summary card of the total deal value. So this shows the what we say the complete or the cumulative deal value that you are having with all the accounts currently, and then it shows the annual revenue as well. And similarly, there you get a search bar as well. So you could search the companies or the accounts if you have a larger volume of those. And similarly, you have the filter option. So this is on the basis of the industry type to which they are related. So currently, I have only fed the education industry here, but you could add much more industries from the Getyn CRM account. So that is how the contact module and the accounts module work in the Getyn CRM. And that was it in this video. In the coming videos, we will be exploring some more features of the Getyn CRM and the other applications of the Getyn. Till then, stay tuned, stay healthy, and see you in the next